question is not available. So I'm starting the recording. I'm going to put the link, to the chat window. I'm sorry, the link to the worksheet. Oh my word, it's early. All right, deep breath, let's try again. Here we go. Here is the link to the worksheet. We are working off of RNode 8.3 with the hash starting 7, E as in Edward, C as in Charlie, 0. I did notice that the binary repo is getting a little bit cluttered, so please pay special attention. You're looking for version 8.3. We need to do some cleanup out of that repo. And the goal, so last week we played with bonding and we realized that validators can successfully bond. However, once bonded, are having some challenges doing the work of validating after that bonding process. That is still a work in progress. We don't have a solution to that to test with that today. We also know that last week Łukasz was running a version of Node that was just ahead of most of us, and he was showing an assertion error, and we know that there's not a fix for that in place yet. So the goal of today is to look at catch up and to make sure that everyone who's running a node today is successful catching up to the state of the blockchain, which looks like right now is only 25 blocks, but that will, it's proposing every minute or so, so that will continue to grow. I also want to make sure that everyone who's running a node today has some success operating with RDoctor. And so I guess I'm curious, is anyone who's running a node today not been successful running RDoctor in the past 3 weeks that we've been trying it? Okay, so I will take that as everybody is successful running RDoctor. All right, so ready for this session means that you have RDoctor installed. You have installed RNode 8.3, and you are ready to connect to the Bootstrap, and that address is in the worksheet. Hey, Tomasz.
I'm sorry, but my Vodafone network doesn't work in Poland. So.
Okay, no worries. We have kind of a small group here. Paolo, I assume you're running a node. Tomislav, are you running a node as well?
Can I start? I didn't start the node.
Yeah, you're welcome to start, but please do start with RDoctor. Are you prepared to do that?
Sure.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm running also the node.
Excellent. Thank you so much. All right. For the sake of the recording, so it's not totally boring, let me share my screen. So I've got, on this part of my screen, I have Node running. This is my node, and it has, I believe, almost caught up. So it looks like Bootstrap is showing 28 blocks. So when you start up your node, you should expect to start to move towards that 28 block goal, which will continue to grow. And then I'm also looking here at our log aggregator. And let's see, I see me, and I see Tomislav, well done. And I see Paolo, excellent.
You can click options and auto refresh at the top. Options below.
Option, thank you.
Yeah. And there is, oh, it's not there. Well, I think if you click on 5 minutes.
Yeah, it will automatically do it.
Yeah, you can do 5 seconds.
5 seconds, okay. Okay, oh nice.
I don't have the latest version of RDoctor. Should I update to the latest version, or?
Yeah, well,
I have point 1 and there is point 2.
There should be point 3 already.
You should try for point 3.
If you run RDoctor, it will output a link where you can download the latest version.
Oh, when I started, okay, yes, I can add it.
Oh, deluge of blocks.
Yes, isn't that fun?
Nice.
But then you should, yeah, and you should also see, be very thoughtful of, even as you're adding a block, what I observe is then it's thoughtful about asking for the next. So even though you've received a lot, it will continue to ask for one.
Ah, that's really, really brilliant.
So let's see, we started at about 8:05. Where are we with? $31, okay. Hey there, Phil. We are testing on catching up, Will. That is the goal. And particularly, we'd like you to run with RDoctor so we can watch you catch up. So for those of you just joining, here is the link to the worksheet to get the most recent version. Please do install and run with RDoctor so that we can look at your logs. And the goal of today is to catch up to a very quickly expanding blockchain.
I'm at block 10. How many there were?
Bootstrap is showing, I think, 38. Let's see. So we saw this error over the weekend. It's a streaming error, and we think that it's related to a node that's gone down that didn't broadcast a disconnect message. Is the hunch and the investigation that's in process. So if you notice that error, do not be alarmed. It does not kill your node. Paolo, how many peers do you have?
How do I check?
Yep, there's a new way to do it. So I'll put it in the chat window.
Thank you. I have 8 peers, and it says also 12 nodes.
Okay. So so 12 means the number of nodes that you've connected to via Kademlia, but the nine peers is your true. They've completed the handshake, and so that's who you would be receiving messages from and sending messages to.
Cool.
Oh, that's interesting.
Let me
It
see
looked like your node sat on block 10 for a while, but then
It also did on block 4 before that.
okay. Let's see, Tomislav, how are you doing? You're not connected yet.
I mean, not con
Are you?
but I'm connected.
Okay.
Maybe I have duplicate logs because I'm running inside Docker. So when I first started RDoctor, this is like the first log that is uploaded.
Okay. Hmm.
By the way, when you are saying parsed message, it's message. It's not from Rolang. The dashes could be output from Rolang.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I see.
So you can, in the left column, you can pick just the message instead of parsed message.
Oh.
And you will see how it's.
Oh, I see. I see. Yep. Okay, so let's do that. I have to up my Kibana game, Tomasz. It's pretty low. All right, so Will, looks like you've got 2 blocks. Is that? Nice, Paolo. Well done. 3. Okay. No, 32. It's just faster to do this. All right, so Paolo, you've got 32 and growing. I've got 39, and Bootstrap shows so many. Bootstrap shows 39. Okay, so I'm caught up to Bootstrap.
By the way, which version are you using?
Which version of RNode?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the release version, 8.3.
I see. But you are using dev in 8.3, I guess.
No, I'm using off of master.
Oh, I see.
We can't run testing sessions off of dev because it changes too fast.
I'm at block 40 now.
Well done. I think that might be the last one. Let's check. Bootstrap has 40. Yep. So that was nice and fast. You caught up 34 blocks in about 6 minutes and are now in sync with the network. So Paolo, what is your setup there? Are you on hardware? Or are you running?
I'm using DigitalOcean.
Okay.
I selected also an image that is in San Francisco this time.
Right. I'm not clear what I'm seeing here with Tomislav's log. Tomasz, is this what you expect to see?
Oh, I see. What is the problem? This is each line in my log had some prefix from the Docker.
Yeah, it's ANSI core. It looks like some ANSI escape sequence.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to disable this because I'm saying Docker compose logs.
Yeah, that should work. Yeah, I know because no, I don't actually, because I think that when you do Docker compose logs, it prefixes each line with name of
with the name of the service.
Yeah,
and probably this is the caller. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder why there is nothing after it. Maybe the parsing fails.
Yeah, probably. I will try to find out how to disable this, maybe to have the clear log.
Yeah, thanks for that investigation, Tomislav. That would be helpful to know.
Oh, no problem.
I'm at 41 now, but should I restart and see?
Yeah, let's play again. So restart.
What should I do? Remove the previous data?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I will do the same. Will, how's it going? It looks like you have block 6, block 5, 9. Excellent. And Will, what are you running in the cloud? Or on hardware? All right, so I'm going to kill my node. And it does not kill gracefully. There's an issue in RDoctor that we're working on. Clear up my data directory. Let's make a clean screen. Okay, so Bootstrap shows Bootstrap shows 38. Let's see, 21.
I have again the valid block received, so at least it's different from last time.
Yeah, I don't remember where we left off on the call last time. So we did discover that your Casper instance not available turns out is not the right time to panic and stop and restart. We did observe people successfully having Casper start at even as late as the 6-minute mark.
Yeah, I remember.
But
yeah.
we are in agreement that that's not. We need some better messaging so that operators don't get concerned.
Kelly, do you see my logs now?
Let's see.
I think the solution is to use Docker directly without Docker Compose.
Yes, look at that.
I'm on 32 block.
You're on 32?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, Will, I think the message that you got is related to either Paolo or I killing our nodes because they're not shutting down appropriately related to something that's going on with our doctor. So I think that's what happened. I hope that's what happened.
Don't we have another way, like a unique signal to send to the process or something like that?
Yeah, you can actually kill it manually, but that would require you to find the process ID and etc.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that next time.
Yeah, I'm working on the fix right now.
Phil, are you running a node?
Still setting up.
Okay. Oh, good. You'll have the longest one to catch up to.
Yeah.
Paolo, I'm up to block 4. How about you?
Checking block 10.
What? Well done.
Is this a race?
Yeah. Kind of boring otherwise.
Can we wage something?
How many proofs do you want?
I'm getting used to that. I wonder if also this time we'll have the problem from 10 to rest.
Yeah,
I'm blocking here now.
Oh, are you? Okay. I would be curious to go figure out what block.
What would that mean? What is the particularity of block 10 that you have to stay so long for it?
It would depend on what the contract. It might depend on what the contract was, and just in terms of how big is that block.
So it's about processing. What the next one, or actually the 10th?
It would be about processing. Let's see. If you're stuck on block 10, it's processing the next, or it's. So a couple things could be happening. One is you have block 10 and you're still waiting for a response for your request to its block 10's parents, or it could be that you're waiting to process the contents of block 11.
I seen 2 blocks 10.
Okay, and that's
This is also possible, right?
it is also possible because we've got we have two validators. So on our test net we have two nodes that are proposing, and they are proposing on their own cadence, and it's over the course of the validation process that the network would come to agreement on what is block 10. Will, your error is also likely related to the fact that Paolo and my nodes did not shut down appropriately and broadcast a message to tell you that we were no longer going to be available. So your node is, as I understand what they're investigating, is likely still trying to stream things to those nodes that were shut down. And it won't give up. It'll do that a lot. You'll see a lot of that.
Huh, block 15.
Well done. Yours is faster than mine. Block 40, excellent.
What is the latest?
Let's find out. Let's see, let's ask Bootstrap here. $40. So you're caught up.
But now I'm 42.
These logs are so noisy. So this is interesting. From my perspective, looking at the time it has taken for my node to add 10 blocks with, I think we have 10 peers on the network and a variety of nodes trying to catch up at the same time. So there's lots of asking for and receiving and sending out. That does slow down the process for catching up. We did a test on Friday and had a node catch up to, how many blocks was it? 318 blocks in 77 minutes. But it was the only node that was trying to do that. RDoctor command not found. Phil, are you running in, are you running a Docker or no, Linux?
No, just the Debian package.
Tomasz, Phil's having a error related to RDoctor. Can you support?
Could you repeat it, please?
In the chat window, he says he gets RDoctor command not found.
Let me see.
Thanks.
Well, it means that it's not on your path. You need to, if you have it in the same directory where you downloaded it, you need to prefix it with dot and slash like this. So, for example, like this.
And that's strange because this folder is in the path variable, so it shouldn't matter.
So you have it in pass. Then it's possible that it's not executable.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh, I'm at block 42.
42?
Yeah.
Wow, nice. Will, what is your block count? 28, okay. And I have 14.
Yeah, I think it took me like 12 minutes to get
Yeah,
removed.
you went very fast. I wonder, interesting.
I remember installing some package to make the creation of certificates faster on the node. Maybe that helps, I don't know.
Wait, say that one more,
Anyway,
say it again?
yeah, well, in the past, it was very slow to create the keys.
Uh-huh.
So I don't remember who did it, but we found that installing some package on Debian would actually help to make it faster.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, it had better computation C libraries. So maybe that helps, but I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to restart again just to see if I can get faster.
There you go. I have the impression, and we can look at logs to validate, but I have the impression that once Paolo's node caught up, my node started catching up faster.
Nice. I've got the Casper instance was not available.
Oh, good news.
So I can wait this
You
time.
wait, yes, but mark the time, please. Because you're a node operator who doesn't panic. And that was, this would be your second restart, your third starting node today. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Nice, Will. I think Bootstrap is at 43. Are you still waiting for Casper to start, Paolo?
Yeah, I've got the message other 2 times.
Okay. Oh.
I mean,
Just keeps
I see
repeating.
something like could not receive response to heartbeat a lot, then sometimes peers, and then a few times Casper instance is not available. Ah, connected to Node. Oh, yeah, because I've got some peers. So the node acts like a normal node, except that it's now receiving blocks.
Mm-hmm. I'm just looking to see. I see your node start up. And I see your node handshaking with Bootstrap. And then, of course, I see you connecting to other peers, but you haven't
There it is.
You haven't gotten the Genesis block yet.
Probably this means just that my node is waiting for someone to send the Genesis block.
Yeah, could be. Tomasz, do you know if I wanted to surface this particular Paolo's log at this particular point in time, what is the information that I should put in the ticket?
Expand one of those lines, please. No, with the on the left side, this arrow. Yeah. And scroll down a little, and there is a session. It's fourth from bottom. And then you click, you can copy this one.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's handy.
I don't know the exact query, but this ID will suffice.
Okay. Thank you for that.
And peers.
All right, I think we have 47 blocks. Yep. And I have 47 blocks. Okay. And Paolo has lots of peers and no Casper.
Like I have friends, but no money.
Well, I guess you have to define wealth. All right, so let's see. All right, well, you're catching up. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tomislav, what's going on in your node?
Yeah, I see all the blocks.
You see all the blocks, but you have a, what is this? Casper packet. No, wait, this error, this blaze. Ah, stop moving. But your node appears to be still working out.
Yeah. Maybe
okay.
This is some kind of timeout.
It looks like an abnormal head stage termination, but your node kept going.
Yeah.
Ah, so hard to find. Oh my word. It's like trying to catch a slippery eel. Okay, there we go. Abnormal head stage. I've never seen that one before.
Seems that our doctor got the WebSocket error, but then he reconnected.
Yep, it does that. Did you notice it just as you were adding a block? Or...
Yeah, after the Casper instance was not available.
Oh, and of course it doesn't show up here because the whole point of it is that it was disconnected for a moment. Okay, and Phil, how are you doing? No, I want Phil. Interesting. Okay, I guess that works. Okay, we have about 5 more minutes. Paolo is still waiting to find out if Casper will start. Will Will's got 42. Excellent. Thank you. Phil, how are you doing? Got 14. Tomislav, what's your
I'm still on 47.
You're still on 47. Okay.
Yeah, it seems working.
Okay. We have 2 block 47. That's okay. Okay. So good news, Will, you did catch up. You were on track to catch up, although your catch up was slower than some. Tomislav, you started a little bit later and then caught up. Paolo, you caught up twice and then ran into a Casper instance not available, and you're still waiting for
No.
Casper, correct?
I can lift the node up.
Oh, say it again.
I can leave the node running.
Oh yeah, that would be helpful. I'm really curious to see if you make that transition, but it's been quite some time. And then Phil, you started much later, but you are in the process of catching up. What's your block count?
Almost there. 38.
Oh, nice. And are you where are you running your node?
Amazon.
Amazon. Okay. Okay. Well, let's wrap there then. If Paolo, do please leave your node up. Will and Phil, you're welcome to leave your nodes up as well. To catch up if you'd like, but in general, that this has been helpful to see how we have nodes distributed around the world, catching up to a steadily growing network, and luckily today no issues related to that in terms of running out of memory or getting stuck on blocks. That catch-up process did seem to happen, so that is good news. We look forward next week to hopefully testing with maybe a fix for allowing people to validate once bonded. That's one that is a priority. Also looking at a graceful shutdown with RDoctor so that we can clean up some of these IO exceptions when nodes don't shut down gracefully, I guess is the right word. So hopefully we'll have those to test with next week. As always, thank you so much for your time today, gentlemen. I really appreciate it, and we will see you next week.
Thanks, Kelly. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Right.